What always got to me is how wide your lens is. It's much wider than mine. You're very wide.
I've been thinking about how you come to love something and what it is to love something. Because a love for something often brings about a community. And right now, I think the world needs communities more than it ever has done. Communities held together by passion and enthusiasm. Recently, we were invited to help build a tube map out of people. We got the okay to make a behind the scenes video, and for this, we had countless ideas of how we could make something entertaining, compelling, and all round liked video.
So what are we doing today?
Well, we are helping out Jeff and Vicky build the human tube map. That's a tube map made out of human beings.
What, as in Vicky and Jeff? The Vicky and Jeff?
The Vicky and Jeff. It shouldn't come as a surprise, Rebecca, because me and Jeff, we go back a long way. I mean, a heck of a long way.
Have you even met him?
Technically, I've seen all of his videos, right? That counts, right? Between Jeff and I, yeah, we've got 140,000 subscribers. We've got Guinness Book of Record back in 2012, 2013 for the underground thing. We visited every UK station in the country within a 3-month period in 2017. Numerous TV appearances, a certificate for safe transit van driving, and 277 park runs.
Right, hold on. Transit van driving's yours, isn't it?
Maybe.
And I've seen Jeff wear his 250 park run t-shirt, which means he's done at least 250, if not more.
I've done 10, thank you. But as the day progressed, I became more and more overwhelmed by the sense of community where we were stood, right in the middle of it.
Waterloo, I think they should stand like ABBA.
I felt we had to do a video that was more than a light-hearted look at building the tube map with people. I felt that we needed to highlight that this was more than just a map.
Basically got all these people under my command. And they'll do anything I say. It's like the ultimate powder. Don't use this clip.
Use this clip, but use it, make it clear that I'm joking.
He was so not joking. You see, outside of YouTube, I'm a reasonably grumpy person. Just ask Rebecca. And knowing me, I probably struggle to find common ground with a random bunch of 250 people. But because our love is orientated in the same direction, we are together, profoundly together. And even though we don't all know each other, because we share the same passion, we kind of share a history. I could ask anybody there what they thought, for example, the quickest route between any 2 underground stations are, and each and every one would give me a considered and enthusiastic response like no other group of people on the planet. I don't doubt each person could tell me their earliest memory of the railways. For me, seeing a Class 50 power through my local station waving like a kid seeing Santa carrying every present he'd ever wished for. And so, here we were, in a field in West London, and I felt once again the great gift that railways have given me. It has made me part of a massive, inclusive and all-inspiring us. And of course us can have the danger of creating a them. As Melinda Gates once said, every society says its outsiders are the problem, but the outsiders are not the problem. The urge to create outsiders is the problem. That quote is a really useful way to look at some of the things that I've loved and love. It helps me evaluate if they can nourish and sustain, and what they offer a community that they have formed. As someone with a religious family, and as someone who grew up passionately supporting a football team, I've seen how both can vilify outsiders solely for the purpose of strengthening the position and association of the insiders. It can happen in many forms of ideology and passion. And so we have to be careful about what we love, but we also have to be careful about how we love it. So for me, it's not about whether you love Manchester United, Ed Sheeran or Game of Thrones. It's about whether that love sustains you and brings you closer to those that share the same passion. But here is the important part. It's about whether that love needs to create outsiders in order to survive. Can you be a Christian without damning those that aren't? Can you be a Spurs fan without hating Arsenal? Of course you can. But can the us survive without them? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the railway family. It doesn't need a them to fuel it. It needs a sports field in East London. It needs a YouTube channel run by these two, and then it thrives. And the point of all of this? The point is to gather, the verb that gave us together. A few words, Rebecca.
Hello. It's a bit bright.
It's a bit
Not
bright.
sunny, but it's just bright.
But I've got an ND filter on here.
Right. I don't have any filters on my eyes.
You do?
Although I do now.
What's
I've got
that?
sunglasses on.